What is going on, my fellow champions of the realm? It's your boy Apache here, and today we are finally going to be bringing you the Atlas Advanced Guide. Alrighty, so some things we're going to be talking about today are going to be resource management, ults, rotations, peel and enabling, and objective. Those are going to be the main points of this. As you have seen before in the term version of this, is going to be basically a VOD review of my own ranked game to basically show you in the mind of a master Atlas player, right? So basically, we're just going to break down my game, the goods, the bads, and give you all the information you need to know to make better decisions, right? The map is Timbermill, which is pretty good for Atlas. The matchup is Atlas and Taram, which is easy peasy. The champion is Atlas. My role for this game is going to be point contest as well as a disabler. I really don't want the Rama to be free running in, as well as I want to make sure that I am using my utility to make the enemy team's job harder. Bias for this, since I am playing main tank Atlas, is going to be Chronos. Then I'm going to build into Caught and a Loom. Getting a Loom because of the Ceres Sky. Always good to see them, as well as you need the Caught to be able to deal with them. And then a filler, whatever I feel like I need for the situation if the game does get that far, things like that. So without further ado, we are going to get into this game, and we're going to start talking about how you can be a better Atlas. Alrighty, so one quick thing before we actually get into the game, I wanted to show you guys the builds. This is my build. I don't think this is the correct build that you should be using as main tank Atlas. I think this is more of an off-tank build, but more or less these are the same cards I will be using. Probably just different values, probably more Phantom Pain and stuff like that. But yep, this is what everybody else is running. And yeah, so we should be looking to go to the objective currently at this point, since we are playing main tank, just to get a feel for what everybody else is going to be doing. I want to just roll out normally. Oh, here we are. So I'm going to start getting some damage in. The second I see more than one person in main, I'm going to instantly throw out my shield. I don't want to hesitate. This shield is going to give me healing, as well as it's going to block the damage from the enemies. If the Sky hard aggresses, I probably won't reset her. I'll probably let my team do damage, since the shield should protect me from the majority of the damage coming from the front. So we all look at Sky. Sky should die. This is really good. Now we're looking at Ram, dead, and right here, I use my my setback not only to pull the Torvald back, but I'm also getting my resets from my shield. So it's doing two things, yeah. So one thing you got to keep in mind is when you are playing main tank Atlas, you really need to use your setback as a way of resetting your big shield, right? Big shield is going to be your biggest tool of survivability. You need to make sure that you have it up as much as possible. That is why we are also building Chronos. Alright, getting a few charge shots in. Want to make sure that he can't go anywhere. Honestly, didn't need the shield there. I kind of shielded there because I thought my Grover might have wanted to stay up there with me. But yeah, you didn't have the shield here. So, we do give high here so we can join in the fight here. But we're actually even right now. Ram dashes in for no reason. We're just going to turn for him real quick. Here we go. So right here, I make a decision. I was going to set on point, but I noticed my ass is just chilling there. So, I wanted to take space here. Get one burst in there to make sure he gets that kill. So right here, what I should be looking to do is I should be looking to control this area here. I think I do play a little too aggressive and end up dropping down here, which ends up getting me killed in the long run. But as a tank player, you need to understand that there are times where the aggression is really good, but there's also times where literally doing nothing and just holding a corner is going to get you infinitely more value. What I should do here is I should hold this corner, because I have the angles on this as well as this, and then if they hard commit here and the Leon's not focusing on me, I can run on the Leon at the window, right? So that is the thought process behind that right there. So we do push in here, take space into them. Leon just runs away. And I just dropped down here when I should have probably just backed up onto the high. Now we no longer have control of high because of me. Now we are desperately trying to kill this guy, but with a Sarah's pocket, you know how that goes. And I wasn't able to get my shield out in time, so therefore I am dead. Alrighty, so now we're re-rolling back out. Our goal here should be to obviously push the card in, right? So we need to not only get back, but get as deep as we can with our mounts. We don't want to get dismounted, but we ended up getting dismounted here. Huge wombo combo dash shot by me and the Ash. Right here I'm just spamming because I want to be able to reset him if I have to. Right here just taking my time. Tiberius felt the need to go super aggro. Now we are down one. At this point, I just want to hold space here. Use my shield to not only heal me, but prevent damage here. He's already back here. I want to make sure I kill this Rum. So, Ash uses her ult to contest, which is really nice. We got a 1-for-1 trade. Open with the Sky. So, right here, in my opinion, there was no way I was going to really kill a Sky on my own. We'll kill a Sky with a Grover before any of this happened. So I wanted to make sure I put my attention towards here. I don't know why Ash is down here, but Theris is one, and then I feel like Torvald was very killable, and I wasn't really worried about the Sky. Another thing I could have probably did here is I probably could have popped my ult and then froze the Sky so she couldn't damage me, and then possibly froze the Leon, and then made it so my team could just win this fight right here. But yeah. So this could be a huge opportunity for an ultimate. I pop my shield here to prevent the damage from the Sky. But Ash is going to die, I'm going to die, nothing we can do here. So as you can see, we're at Chronos 2 and we bought Illuminate. Probably should have bought some COT, not going to lie, but let's see what my team was rocking with. So we do have 3 COTs online currently. Oh, I did buy COT, okay. Let's say, yeah, I needed at least COT 1 here. Alright, so buyers are looking good, plays looking decent. Let's see. So one thing as a main tank Atlas that I like to abuse is we want to make sure, right, that we are preventing the enemy team from getting free damage on us, and we want to save our CDs as long as possible, right? So I really want to play this side of the point as much as I can to try to prevent the LOS from here. But if not, I might end up playing like here, or even like in here probably, so that I can maintain my cooldowns for as long as possible, right? I don't want to just throw them out there. I want to try to like live as long as I can and then start popping stuff to extend my life period, since his cooldowns are very good at that. The heck? Why can I get back down? There you go. So I do dismount early here, which I probably should have just went to point. So right here, I do hear them to my left, so I did play a little more passive. That shield could have been a little bit better, so it could have covered my full left. But this is alright. Right now, I'm just listening for them in my back line. She gets a shield and a heal, so I reset her here. I wanted to get her away from her team, and I didn't want her to get full pocketed from her smoke. So I just hit her with a quick rewind to bring her back to low HP and put her in a position to where my team could finish her. At this point here, I noticed that she's probably not going to die, so I have to pop my ult here. Right here, I just pop Torvald because he's the main thing pocketing her, and I pop Braum because he's shooting me, and that causes an isolation play there, and bam. To avoid that, I wouldn't have popped my shield here, but I didn't know what the Grover was doing, so I wanted to just pop it just to make sure that he stays safe here. I did pop it so that he could peek for free without worrying about taking damage. And we're back in business, baby. Rom dies here. At this point, Leon's back. Don't know where my shot was going there. Had to rewind there to dodge a skybomb. There we go. So right here, I was calling for the Ash to get off, but she didn't. But I definitely think that I should be the one contesting the point here. But I don't send the Rom back here when I definitely know I could, because I don't want him to get a free dash back in. Because I didn't think if he would have dashed back in, he definitely would have got a retouch. So now we're just playing for angles here. And we're back in mid, shielding here to prevent me from taking damage. At this point, I know that they don't have a good enough point contest to win on its own, so I'm going to freeze their DPS so that we just have the outright advantage. And that I end up saving my Grover there as well. And we just send him back to further isolate him. So a good thing that we've been doing is we've been able to create a lot of opportunities where we are isolating targets. And even though I threw that there and I might have kept him alive a little bit longer, I think he still would have died there. But that might have been a bad setback. But we are down a healer. Didn't think I'd be in range there. Alright. At this point in time here, we should be looking to take space again. I'll probably look for that same exact play I did earlier, but I'll probably play a lot smarter than I did the first time. Looking for DPS freezes. "100% Torvald should have peeled for his... Torvald should have 100% peeled for his, Leon there, but didn't, and I think that's why they lose this push here. Big stun by Ashe. Reset her to prevent all those heals. The headshot for the big damage. So, gonna get our buys in. Finish off Chronos. Chronos is the most valuable thing as a main tank Atlas, and then start putting into more caught because double heals. Triple heals, technically.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right here, I knew Sky was right, so I wanted to separate Sky and Sky and Torvald, so I sent him back there. Don't know if it was the best setback, but that's my thought process behind it. Right here, I put myself in this corner just so I can be a nuisance. Want to prevent him from getting healed so I can finish the kill here. So one thing you're noticing is when I'm not using my setbacks for cooldowns, I am using it to prevent heals, right? Either I'm preventing a heal from going off or I'm resetting the heal. And the reason for that is, obviously when you're in that state, it's like a banished state, right? You can't be healed. You can't be interacted with, right? So it's really good, especially when you're playing against a mercy healer. If you just need to reset him real quick because you know he's about to get a heal to prevent him from getting healed and then finish him off, then that's a big boy play. So I'm going to throw the shield down here to make sure we stay alive, as well as that rewind was not needed, the setback. But we are going to get the kill still, and now we should be taking space. So at this current point in time, I should be looking for an ult, as well as setback here. I want to make sure that no one touches the objective. I think I did get a really nice reset on the Sky. I don't know, though. We're going to see. Actually did. I didn't even see him. I just kind of guessed where he was at. And yeah, that was huge. That's called game sense, baby. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for the advanced guide. I'm going to do a little bit more explaining afterwards, but yeah. So before we go, we are going to be doing a little bit of rating for that last match, right? So basically what we'll be doing, I guess, is we either I guess we'll do like color check marks like I did last time. So resource management. I definitely out of green, yellow, red, I'm definitely gonna put a yellow. Because I think I could have definitely did a little bit better. I felt like there was a lot of times where I was wasting a lot of resources. Obviously, green is perfect, so yeah, I wasn't really perfect in that regard. I could have definitely improved. Ultimate wise, I could have used more ults, I think, but I think that my ults were pretty good. I not only used them to peel for people, but I also use them to force situations, right? Forcing Torvald to touch without DPS, things like that, right? Rotations. I think I did pretty all right that game. Healing enabling, I'd say I did the same, and then I felt like I had total control of the objective that whole game, right? Obviously, this is not my overall performance all the time, right? But I feel like I did pretty good that game. Um, and for this stuff, when it came to buys, I definitely went Chronos, Illumed, then COD. I really felt like I needed to Illume that game, so I did that. But I definitely followed this thing here, right? So with all that being said, um, that's going to be the little guide, a little walkthrough, right? Just make sure when you are playing Atlas, um, your cooldowns, and this is why his skill ceiling is so high. Your cooldowns are more, I mean, your abilities are more than what they seem, right? Your setback isn't only just a way to push enemies farther back, right, or get them away from you. It's a way to counteract burst heals, whether it's a Saris pocket, a Dom pocket, whether it's a Thermal, Term resist and have Resil, you set them right back to 1 HP, right? Your ult, I don't even see it as an ult. I see it as an ability. You want to be constantly using that thing. You want to be treating it like it's an extension of your normal abilities. As well as like your shield. Your shield's not only to block damage, it's also a really good tool for creating new angles, right? There's certain angles that your DPS cannot take, but by putting that shield out for them, it's going to make their life a lot easier. Sadly, I wasn't able to give you too many crazy examples for that game. It's been really hard with me moving as well as not having a setup for a while. And then when I come into Paladin's rank to get y'all videos, because I don't want to just throw out casual videos, um, it's really hard because they ban Atlas every game, So I finally got a chance to play Atlas today, and I got a little decent game for you. And I really hope you guys do enjoy. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to leave them down below. I will for sure get to them. I love answering you guys. If you enjoy the videos, like for sure. And if you want to keep up with my videos, keep on learning and become a Paladin's Master, make sure you subscribe so I can see you guys in the next one. Peace, take care, love you guys.